mom just sent me a video of. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adana and I filmed from Tbilisi, Georgia. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. If you're not new here, Oshe, thank you for coming back and tuning into my I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been up to during this lockdown period, how I've been spending my time, and also I would like to know what you've been up to. I'd like to know what you've been doing, how you've been spending your time, and all of that good stuff. So with that being said, let us dive in. I know that this lockdown period has been a very it has been different things for different people. Basically, a lot of people have been complaining. They want to go back to work, they want to go out and do other stuff that they need to do. Some people are chilling, some people are enjoying the indoor living. Basically, someone like me, like I'm an indoor person, it takes a lot of energy for me to go out. Like, I just wish this kind of life can continue. Work from home, have classes from home, and just be productive. But then again, there is a downside to it. Like, you need a lot of energy, a lot of discipline, like extra strength to do what you have to do. So you have to be top notch on your discipline game, and you have to be very you have to plan your life properly in order to be productive and still keep living and still keep doing your regular activities. Yeah, so one of the things that I've been able to do was to have more time for myself, to take care of my physical needs, my spiritual needs, my emotional needs. You know how life happens, and you keep you go through life trying to meet deadlines, trying to get by in work, in studies, and you don't really live in the moment. You don't really feel the emotions you're supposed to feel. Things happen to you and you really do not sit down to understand and process all of those things, and those emotions, whether positive or negative, they keep piling up, and one day they burst out in our faces. All these things leads to a lot of consequences, and we keep running in circles. Our lives feels like, some of us, our lives may feel like we are stagnant and we are not progressing, and we feel still. This might be as a result of unmet needs, emotions that have been unattended to, issues that we have not had the time to deal with. This is the time to sit close and sit with your thoughts a little longer and be able to understand these feelings. Sometimes we don't even know what we feel. When things happen, we don't know if we're angry or if we're upset. We don't know if we are sad or we don't know if we're disappointed. I was watching one of these Jay Shetty's podcast where he was talking about articulating our feelings. Understand exactly what you feel so you would know how to address it and know how to deal with it. So this is one thing that I've been trying to do during this period. Sit more closely with my thoughts, understand what I'm feeling, understand where it's coming from, and then address it properly so that I can progress in life and do better and have a refreshing start in our lives. Articulating these feelings. What next should we do with it? So what I do next is to understand where these feelings are coming from. What is the source of this feeling? Is it issue with my relationship? Is it an issue with my work? Is it my lack of productivity? Is it what could it be? Could it be that you are not fulfilling or accomplishing your goals? Is it whatever it is, or is it that you've lost something? Whatever it is that might be the source, try to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What happened? What is the thing that led to me feeling this way? So after asking yourself this question, which is what I do, the next thing I do is, how do I address this issue? So now Depending on what the source of those emotions are, what should you do? Let's say you're having issues with your friends or family. This is the time to sit down and have a conversation with them and stop running away from those things. If it's your job, you don't like the kind of job you're doing, or you need a promotion in your workplace, this is the time for you to look for ways to build up your qualification, to make yourself more valuable. If it's that it's something you've been passionate about that you want to start up, this is the time to start planning and strategizing before you can get into other things that wouldn't require you staying at home. If it's that you're having the source of emotions are coming from your performance in school, this is a time for you to reassess your study plan and your strategy in studying. This is a time for you to try out new things or stay closer with your books and study, or look for a study group, or whatever it is that you need to do. Ask questions, search for materials and all of that. If it's that you're not happy with your finances, this is a time to start reading books based on finances. Start building up your mindset towards being financially free. This is the time for you to draw out that business plan that you'd like to do and test it out. And if it's that you need to start saving, think of ways and plan on how you're going to make those things possible. If that you need money, write it down. Rather than just make a list of what you need to cut down on. Write the list of things you need to adjust, and in order to build up your savings and all of those things. Okay, for example, your social media, like what are the things that you feed on every day? These things affect us. This is the time to take an audit. Go to your social media feed. Who are the people you're following? Like what kind of content do they put out? Do you go there and you come out depressed? Do you go there and you come out feeling desperate? Do you go there and you come out feeling you start looking down on yourself and you have a low self-esteem? This is the time to take those things out of your feed and fill yourself with positivity. And if it's that none of these things apply to you, whatever it is, if you need to rest, if you need to sleep, if that is what is going to give you joy or make you come back to life, do it. If you need to whatever it is that you need to do that is going to make you happy, this is the time for you to do them. Also, we're almost in the second half of the year. This is a time for you to also review your goals. Like I did mine recently. Like I looked at my goals for the past 3 years, and I tried to compare and review my current goals. What are the things I've been able to do so far for the first 4 months of this year? Are there things that I need to readjust because of the circumstances that have come up with this whole pandemic and all? So I try to adjust to the situation. This is a time for you to re-strategize, because things most likely are not going to remain the same after this lockdown. So this is a time to review your goals, look at things that you need to start doing from now, and get ready for when all of this is going to be called off. If you're sitting at home and saying this thing should be called off, this thing should be called off, you're wasting your time, you're doing this one, that one, and you're not doing anything that is adding value to your life, it is just a lose-lose for you. Don't lose out completely by doing nothing, by sitting down and doing nothing. Just try and make the most out of it. Like, this thing has happened, it has happened, but then you're going to lose more if you don't do anything about it, at least for your own benefit. So without ranting too much, without talking too much, this is actually most of the things I've been able to do during this lockdown. Aside from having my classes and studying, I've been able to have a personal audit of my life, and I've come up with things, and I've been able to deal with certain situations in my life. So I'm very happy, and I'm really thankful for this opportunity. Not looking down on people that are having really hard times. that is even the reason why I don't want to pray for this to continue, because a lot of people are having really difficult times in their lives, in their finances, and people that are putting out their lives there to save the lives of other people. So with that being said, let us stay healthy, let us keep living, and let us stay safe as well. I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to know how you're spending your lockdown period, how you're spending this time at home, and let us share, and we could also, inculcate these things in our own lives as well. So see you in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't, please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Our goal for this year is not for this year. Our goal for the next 30 days is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, we are above 100 subscribers now. Yay! YouTube sent me an email, and I'm so happy that just in the first week, less than a week of this journey, we have come this far, and I'm really grateful for this first milestone. So please share with your friends and subscribe. Ask them to subscribe. A lot of more good contents are going to be coming in, I promise you. So let us get this thing to 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. See you next time. Until then, keep living.